What up, boys, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video we're doing another video of the series 100 runs. So basically the series is me doing 100 runs of every single dungeon, and I save up all the loot that I get from the 100 runs, and I show you guys how I ran it, and I show you guys all the loot that I've received after doing 100 runs. So if you guys have missed out on any of the other dungeons, there's a playlist on my channel called the 100 runs, so you guys can go and take a look at all the different ones. I think I've done like 12 or something right now, a lot of videos on it. But today's video is something that a lot of you guys have asked for, and that is mana tombs. And I know why a lot of people have said mana tombs, and that's because like people go into mana tombs, they farm for an hour, like 10 runs, and they're like, oh shit, my loot appraiser tells me that I made 250,000 gold, 150,000 gold, like extremely big numbers. And that is because like mana tombs and TBC green items in general has like a really high item value, and most of it is fake. So basically what you're after in mana tombs is, if you do it on heroic mode, you can get the Ether and prison keys. It's like a reputation token that you can sell in the auction house. However, in order to get the keys, to be able to obtain the keys, you have to do it on heroic, and you have to do an extremely long quest chain for them to drop. So most of you guys are going to do it on normal mode because you haven't done the quest chain, so I'm going to show you guys the run on normal mode. But just keep in mind that I've done it on heroic. There's really no difference in terms of loot besides from the fact that you get the keys. So once you get into this first room, you just aggro the boss. Always aggro the boss, because as soon as you aggro the boss, doesn't matter if it's first boss or last boss, all the mobs in the room will come to you. So just always aggro the boss. It makes it way more efficient. When it comes to class, it doesn't matter at all what class you run with. Like, there's no difference. These runs are so fast. You can do 10 runs in like 25, 30 minutes. Depends on how fast you do it. Like what class you play and if you have a speed set and so on. But over to the items and why you should farm mana tombs, if the green items kind of suck. So you have these guys, the Nexus Terrors, like they drop you Motes of Shadow, so you get Primal Shadow from doing this. If you do it on heroic mode, you also get the Ether and Prison Key. And if you have mining, you have a chance at finding a Corium Vein, and Corium sells for quite a bit. So it's like these half decent for like as a steady farm goes. But in terms of big ticket items, basically you have to get lucky enough to get like an epic, like a BOE epic world drop, or like the plans and patterns, and that's where you're going to make the majority of the gold. It's quite similar to Karasan. You're pretty much just after like world drop, TBC, plans and patterns, and it's a really fast run to do, and you always make sure that you get some steady gold out of doing it. So that's everything that you're after. There is a really decent density in this place, so it's one of the better dungeons to do in terms of getting the TBC epic plans and patterns. But as you guys can see, I'm in the last room right now, and like you just gotta aggro the boss and everything's gonna come to it. So if you're doing this on heroic, however, you can't kill any bosses, so you just have to kill all the ads, and then you just pretty much skip absolutely every single boss so you don't get saved. And once you're done, you just like keep on running, like just follow the hallway, and you're gonna jump down over here, go out, reset, and rinse and repeat. It's one of the easiest farms out there that you can do. It's even easier than Sulfarak. So I think that's why a lot of people enjoy this dungeon, and why a lot of people want me to do 100 runs of it. I've personally had a lot of luck in mana tombs, but as Karasan, had a lot of luck in Karasan too, but Karasan is currently the worst 100 runs that we have done. So it's going to be interesting to see if this one can beat it, because if you're not getting any of the epic plans and patterns, you're not going to be making a lot of gold. You just aren't. So these are the items that I'm left with, and these are the keys that I was talking about. I got 446 keys. Sometimes you can sell these keys for like 250, 300 gold. So I'm going to make a shit ton of gold when it goes up to that price. Market value is like roughly 10k a stack. So like 90,000 gold in these. I'm obviously not going to sell them for the current price, which is 69 gold each. And I got 56 Primal Shadow, which has a market value of 14k. This shitty staff, it sells, that's why I kept it. These boots, none of them are really good. And then I got a design, a schematic, and a design. Only horrible loot. Like, if I use my TSM macro right here, it tells me it has a market value of 145,000 gold. That is also because I have some other stuff in my packs. Like, these are not worth that much still, but like, it's 130 gold, 130,000 gold. So this one is probably tied with Karasan, which is also a TBC farm. Of the worst farms so far. But you guys got to keep in mind that the potential is really big in these dungeons. It's like, you can't really compare this to doing, let's say, RFK or RFD, because it's completely different dungeons. You're not supposed to go into the TBC dungeons and raids unless you already have like a really good auction house and you just want to fill it up with some TBC plants and patterns, some high ticket drops. That's when you go out and you hunt for like the kind of big items, because the RNG is insane on these runs. But that was my 10 runs of, not 10, 100 runs of Mana Tombs. And if you guys are going out there right now and doing Mana Tombs, let me know in the comment section down below if you are lucky enough to actually get an epic planner pattern. And also leave a comment down below of what dungeon you think I should do next. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, bye bye.